good afternoon. My name's Pamela. I'm living in Yorkshire in the north of England. I haven't done a lot of crochet this week. As I explained, I did have a busy week planned, so it's worked out where I haven't had much time. What I thought I would do today is the amigurumi book tag. I know it's a while back when it actually did the rounds, but it has been suggested that I do it by Caroline for the Love of Crochet, so I thought I'll give it a whirl. Anyway, by the way, if I look hyper, I've just been to meet a friend for a coffee in the village. I've had two, so if you see me floating off up to the ceiling, you'll know why. So anyway, my first one, by the way, this may be controversial what I'm going to say now. First one, Cute Critters by Sarah Zimmerman, who is repeat crafter me. I have followed some of her patterns online, well I say some, definitely the snowman head that I did, which is fine. I've made a few of those. I've made them in velvet yarn and in super chunky acrylic yarn as well, and they're fine. However, I'm not really into her style. Oh, what have I just said? No, it's not me, it's the way she does it. I don't like the fact that she starts with 10 stitches in a magic circle. I don't like the fact that she chains up, and I don't like the small necks. Now, I know that all those things are changeable, but it's put me off. So although there's some cute patterns, it's meant that although I've started them, I've abandoned them because I find them very annoying, and I don't know how she makes it work with the worsted weight yarn, which I think is Aaron to us in the UK. But I know a lot of people love her patterns, and that's fine. It's as it should be. You know, we're not all going to like the same people, are we? And I think if it gets people doing amigurumi, you know, if it gets, you know, like for any reason it makes them do amigurumi, it's got to be a good thing, because it's a wonderful craft to do, and I like the fact that, you know, I like the fact that we all put different things out there basically. So anyway, sorry about that if I've upset anybody, but it's not my favourite, and I don't think it ever will be. My next one is actually, I think Cute Critters was the first one I bought, and I think this was the second, which is Whimsical Stitches. Now, I fell into the rabbit hole of buying this one because I liked the cover. I'm going to upset people again now. I think a lot of these patterns are pointless. I can't, in my world, I can't see anything useful in a lot of these patterns. Now, that's not to say that, again, that other people won't, and I think it's great that anything that gets people crocheting or doing amigurumi is great. If I were to do any, it'll be like the more conventional ones, like the duck, the rabbit, the cow. I don't think I'd be doing any more. I'm not saying, as you know, one of my catchphrases is never say never. If I ever need fruit or confectionery items or whatever, I'm sure this will come in useful, but for the time being it's not to me. My next one is the Crochet Donut Buddies. Now, I do like the patterns in here, but I haven't done any. I've just not had the need to do them. I don't know who'd want them in my world, but I think they're so cute. I mean, I've got a thing about little hamsters, and there's that one there. I don't know. It's not for, like I say, I've not found any use for that book at all. So, but it's staying in my stash because, as with everything else, you never know. The only one of these that I'm showing you today that might get given away is the Cute Critters. The rest of them, I will keep them because I'm sure one day they will have a use. Just going to have a drink, by the way. Have some water to dilute the coffee. Anyway, so my next one, as you know, I've got this one, Cuddly Amigurumi Toys, which is by Marilise Leal. And as you know, I am doing a pattern out of this at the moment. It's the first pattern I've done out of this book, although I have done some of her patterns before. They've been the standalone buy off Etsy ones. So of course I'm doing Teddy Theodore at the moment. I will do others out of this book. I am absolutely sure of it. There will be others that I will do because they are beautiful toys and she's very good at what she does. My next one, as you know, will probably be my all-time favourite book. Zimmerman favourites. As you know, it's the first one I had success in doing patterns from a book, and I'm sort of loyal to it really, so that is one of my favourites. I don't know if you want to see which ones I've done, but I did Kai the Koala. It's not the first one I did out of it, but I think it might be in the second one. Then we've got Raindrop the Fox, which if you remember I did in different coloured yarn. It was a variegated yarn. The next one. Nope, not that one. Oh, it is, sorry. Sammy the Seal. It's a simple pattern, that one, but it looks lovely. And we've got, and then I've shown you this one, Leo the Lion. Came out to spot the Lionesses when we were in the World Cup. Then we have got, oh, missing one. Oh, Oatley the Horse and his mane. Then, oh, and I've shown you this one as well, Katerina the Walrus. Loved that pattern. And then this one is one of the next ones I want to do actually. I haven't done him yet, but it's Perry the Otter. Got lots of patterns for otters, and I think I will definitely do some otters. It's one of my favourite mammals, so yeah, I can see myself doing that one. I don't know when though, as we've talked about, the list is getting longer and longer. But yeah, will remain one of my favourite books. I am absolutely sure of it. And then, as you know, I've bought Zimmerman Endangered Species, Endangered Animals even. Still haven't done any out of here yet because obviously we're all working through our challenges at the moment. I think if I do, the first one I will probably do, but like I say, I don't want to make any promises because, you know, I may not get there, but the sloth. They're gorgeous animals. But yeah, I do like this book, I must admit, and I have shown that one on the channel. Then probably my second favourite book, and again you probably would be able to guess this, is Amigurumi Made Easy by DIY Fluffies. I think that is a really good book. They're easy to follow. The only thing that I would say is they tend to come out bigger than I'm expecting them to. But I'm aware of that now. So it always, like when I saw my squirrel and Matt Oatley the horse next to each other, the squirrel was huge really compared to the horse, but obviously we don't do things pro rata anyway, do we? So it's always going to be a bit different. But yeah, I do love this book. But one of my favourites that I did was the owl. That is still one of the favourites that I did. And the one that I want to do, which I said ages ago I wanted to do, is the could get it, the puffin. Where's he gone? I've lost my puffin. See, I like that. That otter that's in that one as well. He's a cutie. Oh, there we are. The puffy. Definitely want to do that one. He's on my list of things to do. And he will be for me. Then, I don't think I've shown this one on the channel before. But I know it's been mentioned by a lot of content creators. Sweet Crochet Animals by Crochet. I'm looking forward to her new book that's going to be out. It's going to be out here in UK, I think, March or April. It's just been released in German, so it'll be coming out soon. I absolutely love this book, but I have only done one, which is the Bury the Cub. That one. And I did him when we were doing the Cassandra, Caroline and I did a little hashtag thing we did on Instagram, hashtag Animal Friends, and at the same time we were also using a rainbow yarn that is one of my favourites. So I made him with a rainbow jumper to, you know, the bear part was done in grey, I think, if I remember. I think it was the confection from Bella Coco, but the jumper I did in the rainbow yarn, and he looked really good. I did enjoy making him. I mean, it's just things you get used to. They have got a sort of like flattened, squarish appearance with the heads, but they're still, they are lovely patterns, and I will do more out of this book. This is one of the ones that I fancy doing. The bunny rabbit. Really fancy doing that one. I think Caroline might have done that one actually. But yeah, I love this book. I want to do more. Then this has been on my to-do list for ages, and I really need to get on with it. Is the Crochet Iconic Women, which, I mean, there's so many women I admire in this book. I mean, obviously Queen Elizabeth II, there's Jane Austen, Rosa Parks is one of them. I really admire Rosa Parks. Can't remember her name, but the lady with the monkeys. Who else is there? I mean, Greta Thunberg. I admire Greta Thunberg. Yeah, so there's a lot in this book that I want to do. So I must get on with it. Oh, Emmeline Pankhurst, of course, although she's not my favourite suffragette. My favourite suffragette is daughter Sylvia. Emmeline Pankhurst was fought for the votes for women, and she was absolutely fantastic. I mean, the party she formed, the WSPU, was fantastic, and it got the message through with the D's not words. But I don't believe she was a feminist. She was still a liberal at heart, you know, so she wanted the vote, but I think she was still happy for men to have the power. I may be misquoting there, but she I mean, don't get me wrong, what she did was absolutely fantastic, and she was the leader of that organisation, and she put her money where her mouth is and went to prison, you know, absolutely fantastic. But Sylvia, to me, was the true feminist, her daughter, and she was also a socialist. She believed in equal rights, total equal rights for women. So she is, of mother and daughter, she was the one that I really admire. But of course I will do Emmeline Pankhurst, there's no doubt about that, will. So yeah, there's that one. And then the ones that I've just got, which is the Crochet Animal Friends, still haven't got round to doing any of them. I started it until we got involved with hashtag Fall in Love. So it's in abeyance at the moment, but it will come out. And then of course Bonnie the Cow and Friends, still want to do lots of them in this book. It's absolutely fantastic. So that is the last of my actual books. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, and they are, like I say, they are true books. I have lots of leaflets that I got in Simply Crochet magazine, or you know, obviously lots of loose patterns that I've bought on Etsy or have been free. on websites. I've got lots of those, but these are my actual books. And then but I want to give this an honourable mention, because although it was just a leaflet in a magazine, in Simple Crochet magazine, it's quite thick. It's got so many books, so many patterns in it. It says up front 43 patterns, so it's got more patterns than a lot of books have. So yeah, and plus as well, this is the one that I did my first amigurumi from. As I've explained before, it wasn't a successful one in the beginning, but it was the one that inspired me to try. There's lots of ones I want to do in here, and you will see them at some point in the future. And like I say, definitely worth an honourable mention, because it's quite a substantial magazine. So I wanted to mention that one, and obviously that's all various different artists in that one. So that's it for my my amigurumi book tag. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've shown you as much as you want to see. If you want to see anything else, please let me know, and I will try to oblige. But that's it for now from that one. So have a good day, and I'll see you.